Welcome to Now. I'm your host, Curtis Parody, bringing you the news happening in the world right now. Well, today's an awesome day, not just because it's Friday, but also because I get to talk about space! Yes, space. Today, SpaceX took another great step in private space cargo delivery as its Dragon space cargo vessel was launched from the Cape Canaveral Air Force Base in Florida. Though the flight appeared to have gone well, it's when the capsule finally reached space did there appear to be a problem. It appears that some of the thrusters used in space were not fully functional. One was working, but the capsule requires multiple to be working correctly to enable it to dock with the International Space Station. The owner and founder of SpaceX, Elon Musk, tweeted that 3 of the 4 maneuvering rockets on board were being inhibited by the onboard avionics. He then went on to say that the company flight controllers were about to command and initiate an override, which to my ears, because I don't understand space and science technology sort of stuff, basically means a manual override. If the rockets aren't able to be started, it will prevent the capsule from docking with the ISS, at which time it's uncertain as to what the team will do. SpaceX's Dragon capsule is delivering tons of spare parts, science equipment, and crew supplies to the International Space Station. If the capsule doesn't make it there, it could be a problem for the ISS in the future. Not only that, but it would look bad for the SpaceX company. Hopefully the booster rockets can be activated, because if not, it will put the entire $133 million mission at risk. From one space topic to another, looks like everyone's favorite Martian explorer is having a few problems of its own. Looks like one of the computers on board the Mars rover has gone haywire. Computer A, or the main computer, began sending strange messages back home on Wednesday. After an investigation by the Curiosity team, it appears that the computer A on board the rover became corrupted somehow. This is possibly due to cosmic rays, which has happened in the past. The decision was then made to switch over to computer B, but this resulted in another issue. When they went to switch over to the second computer, the rover locked up and went into safe mode. It sounds bad, but NASA has said that the rover will be all right. There's no long-term damage. It'll take a week or so to get Curiosity up and running on computer B, and then once that's done, they can restore computer A to its working condition. Then they will use computer A as a backup. For now, Curiosity is sitting up there on the red planet doing nothing, holding on to some powdered red rock but unable to analyze it. And when the computers do get reactivated due to the sun's location, it could be a month till Curiosity is able to send the results back to Earth. So some scary news for the project there, but it's good to know that nothing has really been lost, and Curiosity will be back up and running in the near future. From space-type news to science-type news, and a new discovery from the Tufts University is changing the way scientists are looking at our entire nervous system. It really never ceases to amaze me the things scientists do. For a long time, scientists have thought that they understood the way that our vision is supposed to work and the nervous system that helps make it possible, but this new finding changes all of that. Scientists at the Tufts University took to modifying the embryos of a tadpole by cutting out the eyes from one and attaching it to the tail of another. When the tadpoles were born, an interesting discovery was made. They could actually see out of that eye, the eye that was not attached to the traditional optic nerve. It appears that the nervous system of the tadpole was able to adapt to the new eye while it was developing, and when it was born, the tadpole was actually able to use the eye just like the other 2 that it already had. It's crazy to learn that an organism could adapt so easily to a new part of its body, especially one as complicated as an eyeball. Tufts University has compared these findings to others and found that the brain and nervous system have an interesting way of working. If electrical impulses following along the nerve are cut off, the brain works to reroute them another way. Think about it like when you're using your GPS to navigate. If you come across a traffic jam and are unable to turn right, let's say, the GPS then reroutes you. In the end, you end up in the same location you wanted to get to in the first place, but you just took a different route to get there. This appears to be the same way our brain works. And when something new like an eye is attached, the nervous system adopts and connects that to the brain. Then the brain is able to process the information along with the information coming from the other 2 eyes. It's crazy how amazing our brains and our body truly are. In the future, this research will hopefully help those affected by spinal cord problems, allowing for their brain to once again have full control over their body. Okay, so we've talked a lot about science today, so let's jump back a bit here and talk about YouTube. YouTube and Google have an interesting history of including fun little Easter eggs in their websites, like the fact that if you type in "do a barrel roll" on Google, the entire page will actually spin around. Keep in mind this only of course works on a few select browsers. But today YouTube revealed another fun Easter egg. If you type in "do the Harlem Shake" into YouTube's search bar, you'll be brought to a search page that looks pretty much normal, but then you'll start to notice YouTube itself is doing the Harlem Shake. So a fun little thing for you to check out today, or show your friends, or whatever you really want to do with it. And the last thing I want to say here today is don't forget next week The Sims 3 University and SimCity will be available. If you've not already done so, you should totally pre-order the game because they are amazing. You all know I got to play University when I went to EA recently, but I also have had a pre-release version of SimCity for quite a while. I've been really enjoying it. All last Saturday, I actually spent the whole day playing SimCity, and it was probably the best thing ever. So if you haven't already pre-ordered it, what are you waiting for? Well, now it's time for my question for all of you. With the recent increases in private space activities, what do you think about it? Do you think it's a good thing for private companies to be going up into space? Or should we leave that to organizations like NASA? Tell me what you think in the comment section below, or of course you can always let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description below, along with the always amazing subscribe button. So until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video today. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out Now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my personal vlog channel to see what I'm like outside of my studio. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes for yourself, check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. See you guys later.